Have you ever heard a melody so compelling that it could charm even the wildest beasts? Today we delve into the world of Greek mythology, where such a melody exists. We meet Orpheus, a man of divine musical skills whose tunes didn't just enchant animals and foliage, but softened even the most hardened hearts. His music crossed boundaries, reaching through the barriers of species and emotions. This is the story of Orpheus, a man whose music could soothe the savage beast, and a woman who loved him dearly. Orpheus, a figure of Greek mythology, was a musician whose melodies were so enchanting that they could tame the wildest of creatures. Now, who was this Orpheus, you might ask? Born out of divine parentage, Orpheus was the son of the muse Calliope and the Thracian king, Oeagrus. However, some legends even suggest that his father was none other than the god Apollo. From a young age, Orpheus was gifted with the talent of music, which was said to surpass all others. His melodies, played on a lyre given to him by Apollo, were known to be so mesmerizing that they could charm not just humans, but even the most ferocious of animals, the swift-flowing rivers, and the very trees themselves. Such was the power of his music. But Orpheus was not just a musician. His adventures are numerous, and his music was often his tool for communication and pacification. Whether it was charming the sirens with his melodies to save the Argonauts or calming the monstrous Cerberus, the three-headed dog guarding the gates of the underworld, Orpheus's music was his strength and his voice. His melodies were not just notes strung together, they were stories, emotions, and expressions. They were his way of connecting with the world around him, of understanding and being understood. His music was his language, a universal language that transcended boundaries and touched hearts. Yet, as mighty as his music was, its power was not limited to taming beasts or charming nature. His music was a bridge, a connection, a way of reaching out and touching souls. It was a way for Orpheus to express his innermost feelings, his deepest emotions, and his most profound thoughts. However, Orpheus's most profound connection was not with the beasts, but with a woman named Eurydice. His love for her was a melody in itself, a song so beautiful, so poignant, that it would resonate through the ages, a testament to his passion and his heart. But that, dear listeners, is a tale for another time. Eurydice was a woman of extraordinary beauty and grace, who stole Orpheus's heart. Our tale takes a turn towards the romantic as we delve into the love story between Orpheus, the charismatic musician, and Eurydice, a woman of unparalleled beauty. A woman who enchanted Orpheus to his very core, setting his heart aflame with a love as deep as the Aegean Sea. Orpheus, a man of many talents, was best known for his divine musical prowess. His melodies were said to charm the very beasts of the wild, calm the raging seas, and even persuade the stoic stones to dance. But it was his love for Eurydice that truly inspired his music, each note a testament to the passion burning within him. Their connection was the stuff of legends, a bond so profound it echoed through the halls of Olympus. Eurydice, captivated by his harmonious tunes, found herself drawn to Orpheus, not just for his music, but for the man behind the melody. Their love was a symphony, a harmonious blend of two souls intertwined in a dance only they could comprehend. Orpheus's music played an instrumental role in their relationship. It was through his tunes that he expressed his affection to Eurydice, each strum of his lyre a declaration of his love. His music was his voice, his heart's language, and Eurydice, she was his muse, his inspiration. She gave his music a purpose, a direction, a soul. Their love story was much like a beautiful piece of music filled with highs and lows, crescendos and decrescendos, harmony and dissonance. It was a testament to the power of love and the influence it had on Orpheus's music, a melody that transcended the earthly realm and resonated even with the gods. Yet, much like a hauntingly beautiful piece of music that tugs at your heartstrings, their love story was tinged with a touch of melancholy. It was a tale that was as beautiful as it was tragic. As the ancient saying goes, even the most beautiful roses have their thorns. But their love story was not meant for a happy ending. Fate had a cruel twist in store for Orpheus and Eurydice. It was a day like any other, filled with love and laughter, when tragedy struck. Eurydice, a woman of unparalleled beauty and grace, met an untimely demise. A serpent, hiding in the tall grass, bit her, and she was taken from the world of the living. Her death was as swift as it was unexpected. And just like that, Orpheus's world was shattered into a million pieces. His heart echoed with the pain of loss, his music lost its melody, and his world turned into a silent void. Eurydice was not just Orpheus's wife, she was his muse, his inspiration, his world. Her laughter was the rhythm to his songs, her love the melody to his tunes. Without her, Orpheus was like a lute without strings, a song without notes. But Orpheus was not a man to bow down to fate. His love for Eurydice was stronger than the fear of death itself. He decided to do the unthinkable, to venture into the underworld, the realm of the dead, to bring back his beloved. Orpheus, the charismatic musician, the man whose music could charm beasts and bewitch even the most stoic of hearts, was ready to challenge the gods. He was ready to face the guardians of the underworld, to soothe the tormented souls with his music, to negotiate with Hades, the god of the dead, for Eurydice's life. His decision was not without danger. The underworld was a place no mortal had returned from. It was the final destination, the end of the journey. But Orpheus was ready to face it all. His love for Eurydice was his shield, his music his weapon. Orpheus, armed with his music and love, embarked on a journey into the underworld. He was ready to face the unknown, to defy the laws of nature, to challenge the gods, all for the woman he loved. His story was a testament to the power of love and the lengths one would go to preserve it. In the heart of the underworld, Orpheus's music touched even the cold hearts of Hades and Persephone. The realm of the dead, a place devoid of joy and filled with eternal sorrow, found itself captivated by the mournful melody of a grieving lover. Orpheus, armed with nothing but his lyre and his voice, dared to venture into this grim place for the woman he loved. His journey was not an easy one. The underworld was a labyrinth of lost souls and monstrous creatures. Yet, his music, an ethereal blend of hope and despair, echoed through the endless darkness. Each note, each strum, a testament to his love for Eurydice. And then, in the grand hall of Hades and Persephone, Orpheus played his heart out. His music, a symphony of longing and love, moved the icy hearts of the underworld's rulers. Hades, the stoic lord of the dead, and Persephone, the queen torn between two worlds, were swayed. So profound was the impact of Orpheus's melody that it achieved the impossible. Hades, touched by Orpheus's love for Eurydice, granted him a chance to bring back his beloved from the clutches of death, a chance to reunite two souls torn apart by fate. But there was one condition: Orpheus must not look back at Eurydice until they reached the surface. The journey back would test Orpheus's faith, his patience, and above all, his love. In a moment of doubt and love, Orpheus made a fatal mistake. It was at the brink of their escape from the underworld that Orpheus, overpowered by his concern, turned back to look at Eurydice. But alas, this act of love became the very cause of her eternal separation from him. Orpheus and Eurydice's tale is one that speaks volumes about trust, love, and loss. It's a stark reminder that trust is as essential in love as love itself. Orpheus's inability to resist his doubt, despite his profound love for Eurydice, led to their tragic end. This incident encapsulates the harsh reality that love,